Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Seasick Bill, and you know what? It's 2019, and I'm calling this the year of dedication. I didn't know what to call it. I wasn't going to call it anything. I was just going to get on with my life. I set some goals that I was going to do. I told myself that I was going to dedicate myself to those goals. And these are different than my life goals or those goals that I set for the long term. These are like my short-term goals, I guess you could say. Like one of them is I'm gonna perfect my iron fist. It's just something that I should have trained all the way through. I never got past the first stage. I beat the bag for a while, and then I broke brakes, and I stuck with that. But you were supposed to upgrade to gravel, and you were supposed to upgrade to iron, these iron balls, and so I want to get to that point, which would be really cool. And that'd be really breaking bricks, several bricks, and that'll be really cool. Something else I wanted to dedicate myself to was myself. I want to find myself again. I grew up a really happy, positive, optimistic person. And, a lot of things happen along the way. And if you avidly watch my videos, then homelessness is one of them. A lot of accidents is another one, and stuff like that. How you doing?
Freezing.
And so there's a lot of things to be bummed out about, but I said, this year I'm going to dedicate myself to being that person again. And it's not like saying trying to be something you're not or whatever, but it's trying to be something that you want to be that feels a lot better. Something that you remember would be the best. But if it makes you feel good to be that person, then just be that person. Because you can be that person at any time. You could just will yourself, because through habit, and habit is just doing something every single day, you can change anything. So I said every single day I'm going to do my my Iron Fist training. And every single day I'm going to meditate as well, because I'm a part of OV. I'm kind of like an outside looking in member. And I went and started meditating a long time ago, but it was always in bits and pieces. I've decided, sorry about all the throat clearing, I just got over a cold, and it's really cold out here. That's why I don't care about my fashion. I got my glasses over my hat, and I'm all bundled up. I got like 18 layers of clothes on. But I'm also dedicating myself to meditating. And like I said, I was a part of OV, and when the main teacher died, my master died, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and dedicate myself more to learning the craft. He said after 6 months of everyday meditation, you can go and teach people yourself. You've hopefully dedicated yourself to not only just meditating avidly, but learning all the stuff behind it. And by the way, the meditation that he taught, it wasn't like gearing towards a certain God. It was gearing towards just any religion. Meditation's outside of a specific religion. Meditation is just it's like putting stuff away in your mind, that way you can access them quicker and have a greater understanding, which leads to less anger and a whole lot of other things. But I'm not going to stem into another video right now. And I'm sorry I'm not looking directly into the camera, but I'm trying to watch myself while I talk. It kind of helps me stay in frame and all that. So it's hard to make eye contact with the camera. And on this phone, it's a mystery where this camera can be, to be honest. It could be anywhere. I have a feeling I'm looking at it 80% of the time. Maybe like 20% of the time, I don't know. But let's move on, I'm joking around. A year of dedication. So I'm also dedicating it to my spiritual beliefs. So that's another thing that I'm doing outside of meditation. So I'm going to develop those. And I'm also going to dedicate myself to my family. And just because I said that last doesn't mean that is the last thing I'm dedicating myself to. It's actually the first thing I'm dedicating myself to, which is actually why I've got to also dedicate this year to myself as well. Because you can't help anyone else if you can't help yourself. You can't offer advice on things that you haven't yet been able to control within yourself. You can't control things on the outside if you can't control things on the inside. You know what I mean? So, getting control of myself, I'm going to be the person that I want to be and react to things the way I want to react to them, and not react through emotion or a lack of thinking, so to speak. And this might not be the most perfect video, but that's because I like to do things live and I don't want to write things down. I've got things that I'm writing down, and I'll be more than happy to tell you all about it one day, but this is just right from the heart and right from the mind, just boom. Things that have been on my mind, things that are coming right out of my mouth, from my heart, all those kind of things. So, I'm dedicating myself to 2019 and my family and meditation and my spirituality, and then we'll see how things go. I mean, I know how things go, but I mean, like, I'm going to be right here in the video, like, talking to everybody, and I'm even going to start giving tips and tricks. A lot of things I see out there is people saying, be this, do this, have this, and they don't tell you each step to take to empower yourself and to change your perspective and to change your thoughts so that you can have the things that you want. Like, well, I'm not going to stem off. I'm going to cut that into another video, but I really want to tell you about me looking into RV living. And then the way I came into RV living was kind of tragic, but I wouldn't have made it there any other way. And from there, I wouldn't have been able to even stem off my other plans and goals for the future if I hadn't have been able to do this. So, you ask and you shall receive, basically. But be careful, because the road there isn't always the, made of ice. You're not just going to slide on through. Sometimes you're going to come away with some cuts and some bruises also, deep down inside. But it doesn't matter, because in the end, you'll be happy. Like me, I'm happy. I made it to the RV part. Now I want to make my way to my next part, which is just saving up and moving out to Colorado. But I'm getting off track right now. This is the year of dedication, and you guys should dedicate yourself too. What is it that you like? What is it that you want? What is it that you want to become, or what you want to do? Dedicate yourself to it and make it a part of your life every single day so that it becomes a habit. And as it becomes a habit, and as you want it, and as you feel it, and as you feel you already have it, the universe is going to provide it. God's going to provide it. Whoever you believe is going to provide it is going to provide it, but it's going to be provided. That's the thing. You don't have to worry about where it's going to come from. You know what I mean? Don't worry, it's not coming from anything bad. This is all positive stuff. I mean, if you obtain it through negativity, then by God, you better start asking yourself what forces of darkness that you've turned into. But I'm just saying, it's a positive method, and it's going to be a positive outcome as long as you stick with it. It'll change your perception. Make your plans. Put everything down that you want to do. Dedicate it to yourself. Dedicate yourself to it. And as you do this every day, make it a habit, and it becomes so, it will become reality. It will become exactly what you want. So that's what I'm here to say. Dedicate yourself. It's the year of dedication. I'm going to start now. I'm going to start with the videos. I'm going to start with writing. I've got so much writings. I've got videos from when I was in a better spot trying to talk about things. I never released them. I was too picky. Even now when I look at myself, I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, I've got a blemish here, blemish there. Like, I've been made fun of, growing up right here. I've had to fluff my own pillow sometimes, look in the mirror and say, I look good and blah, blah, blah. Because, like, who else is going to tell me? Who else was going to tell me, Now I get told by my wife. That's cool. Growing up, things have changed. I've had a lot of ladies, tell me other things now. That was just... But in my early years, that just seeded into my foundation and made me very uncomfortable, very insecure. Now I'm more of a secure person, and part of that was from telling myself that I was good looking and not waiting for other people. But we're getting way off subject now, but there's just so much I want to talk about. But year of dedication. I'm going to dedicate myself to finishing this video and getting out exactly what I want to say. Write on a piece of paper the way you want to be, the things you want to do, clothes you want to wear, everything that you want in this year. You don't have to write a million things, but you can write as many things as you want. Take those things, and remember, there's only a certain amount of time in a day. Take those things that you want and dedicate yourself to experiencing something within those things every single day. Either do the research, read the books, think about it, make your plans, write down your plans, And then that is how it all starts. Do that every single day. And those won't be things that you want anymore, because those will be things that you have. You'll already be conditioned to having those things and to experiencing those things, because every single day you're immersing yourself into those things. And then all of a sudden, it'll go from here to here. Right here. Right there, within your hand, within your grasp, right there in front of you. What you want to be, what you want to obtain, what you want to wear. What car do you want to drive? So that's all I got to say about that. Year of dedication. Dedicated to if you want to follow my path right now, because you just cannot think of anything, which everybody can think of something, this is what we're going to do, okay? Dedicated to yourself. Be the person you want to be, the better, positive person, the person who reacts to things in a positive way, because reacting to a negative way stops everything. Reacting in a positive way keeps your mind calm, it keeps you going, it makes you solution orientated, and boom, you got this. So dedicate to yourself, then your family. You're not putting one in front of the other. It's basically a neck and neck race right there, because remember, like I said, in order to control things on the outside, you have to control things on the inside. In order to help somebody you sometimes have had to experience, or can relate in some way. But okay, your family, yourself, your family. Help yourself be that person, then let your family experience that person, so that they can feel the joy and love that you're going to be spreading just from being this I would have to say ultimate being. My wife's coming back. She said, "Oh, he's taking so long in this video. Hopefully he'll be done by the time I get coffee and and food." But okay, yourself, your family. If you meditate, do that. If you want to play baseball or learn basketball or anything like that, do that. Immerse yourself in it every single day. And all those things that you immerse yourself into will become a habit. Then you'll learn it. If you want to be a boxer, every single day, and you're a boxer. Okay? 365 days. We're starting fresh. This is only the 4th. So we have 361 days to do this. Okay, everybody. Well, I'm going to get off this video. I've said what I had to say. Hopefully you stuck with me, even through the rants and the sideway paths that we took for me to get to my point, or back on track in this video, because it has been after work, so I am tired. But I have something to say, and if I don't say it now, procrastinating. If I don't say it now, I'll do it later. It might never get done. It's getting done now. It's getting out there. Hopefully you're listening. I already put out 3 videos out there. I know it takes time for these things to get seen, but those who do see it, I hope it helps you. I hope that you'll continue on with this journey with me, because we're going to be better people. And if we're already better people, we're going to be even better people. We're going to just get what we want. It doesn't matter how good we are. We are going to better ourselves. We're going to be what we want to be. We're going to be who we want to be. We're going to react how we want to react to things that make us feel better about things, make other people feel better about things. That's helpful in situations instead of being a hindrance in situations. And we're going to have everything we want. Maybe not all in 2019, but I mean, like I said, if you make 1 million things, is there 1 million minutes in a day? Remember, I don't know, I'm going to do the math, but I'm just saying, there's only about 12 hours, and you've got to sleep at some point. So, I mean, and you've got to work. So, I mean, make some obtainable goals. Let's focus on them. Make them a habit every day. Let's be that person. Let's get those things. Let's have what we want, and let's do this. I'm going to keep you guys up to date on what I do, and give you a little bit of insight and talk to you a little bit while I do these things too. So if you see a video come up and I'm just beating an iron bag or whatnot, I also have something to say as well, but there might be a little bit of instructional video stuff going on in there as well. Same thing goes with the meditation. I'm a little bit different about videotaping my meditation, but I might meditate just for you, so you can learn my method of meditation, which is my master's method of meditation, Baby Tam, and which is Vovi's method of meditation. So, and then hopefully that will help you out. I'll even explain when I do it what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, or what I'm not thinking, and just exactly what I'm doing with my arms, which is something a little bit different than what you might see in the usual meditation with the palms in the lap. But now we've gone 14 minutes. This is the longest video I've done. I'm not trying to rush anything, but I've got other things to do, and I've got lunch right here, and I've got coffee right here, and I've told you guys everything that I have to say about dedicating yourself to 2019 and the things that you want to obtain in 2019, and we're going to do it. And I'm going to be there with you the whole time. And all my videos are going to be unthought out videos. There are just going to be things that have already been in my head and things that are coming straight from my heart, and you're going to hear it as it happens. All right, guys. Peace and love, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Remember, dedicate yourself. 2019.